Hello, class. I currently work in IT, so I thought I'd take the time to inform you all about something that is huge in our world and something that we try to prevent every day to keep businesses running smooth. Those are cyber attacks. So, what exactly is a cyber attack? Well, let's meet Liz. She often shops online and she usually has their information like email address and credit card details saved on the website to enable a faster and hassle free shopping experience. All that information is stored in a server. One day, Liz receives an email which states her eligibility for a special coupon. In order to receive that coupon code, she was asked to fill in her account checkout credentials. Now, this didn't seem suspicious to her at the time, and she thought it was just an account verification step. Little did she realize that the danger she would be facing. The next day, she was shocked when her bank account was wiped off all its funds. So, how do we think this happened? Well, of course, the email she received was fake, and her account received unauthorized access from a third party. This is what is known as a cyber attack, and the person who carries it out is called a hacker. Everyone on the internet is prone to this type of attack. So let's take a look at the various cyber attacks that users can be exposed to. One of the most common types of cyber attacks is a malware attack, like adware, Trojan, and spyware, to name a few. This happens when suspicious attachments are downloaded online. Systems become corrupted by certain malicious viruses embedded within attachments. Now, many of us have ran into this type of attack as they are common on sites with pop-ups. The pop-ups usually include some mumbo jumbo like, hey, congratulations, you won a $50,000 shopping spree, click here. Now, I expect most of us in this class to be very tech savvy and, not fall for something that easily. The problem is that millions of people around the world fall for this very easily and are giving up their information so quick. The next type of attack is a phishing attack. This type of cyber attack usually comes from emails, where an experienced hacker sends fraudulent emails which appears to be coming from a legitimate source that is done to install malware or to steal sensitive data like our credit card information and login credentials. Now, hackers are trying to become more sneaky nowadays, and they're using phone calls to try and steal information. I'm sure many of us have received that annoying spam call about our car's warranty, about it being expired and we need to pay to increase the length of our warranty. I know I receive that call about 2 or 3 times a day, and honestly gets really annoying. So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to a pop quiz. What is a hacker's favorite season? Well, it's fishing season. All jokes aside, in reality, it is around Christmas time as many individuals begin to shop for their gifts online and are on the lookout for that lucrative coupon code. So, be careful when you're doing your Black Friday shopping this year, as that tends to be one of the most popular days where hackers are very active. Another type of attack is the man-in-the-middle attack. Here, the hacker gains access to the information path between a user's device and the website server. The hacker's computer takes over the IP address. By doing so, the communication between your device and the website is secretly intercepted. This commonly happens with unsecured Wi-Fi networks and also through malware. Password attack is one of the easiest ways to hack a system. Here's when your password could have been cracked by either using common passwords or trying all possible alphabetical combinations. So try to make sure to not use easy passwords like 1234567 or something like password01. Those are very easy to be guessed. Cyber attacks are not just confined to individuals, but also to public and private organizations. The cyber attacks carried out in such places are more deadly and they result in colossal losses. Motives of such attacks are many. They start from tampering with crucial data to monetary gains. Let's have a look at a few of the cyber attacks that companies are subjected to. Various public sector organizations and large corporations face the Advanced Persistent Threat APT. In this form of attack, hackers gained access to networks for a prolonged period in order to continuously gain confidential information. Companies also witnessed the denial of service attack, where networks are flooded with traffic. A variant of this is the distributed denial of service or DDoS attack, when multiple systems are used by a hacker to launch the attack. Another large cyber attack that really affects large companies is a ransomware attack. A ransomware attack is a form of malware that encrypts the victim's files. The attacker then demands a ransom from the victim to restore their access to the data upon payment. We recently just saw this in the news not too long ago. The whole southeast of the United States was affected by the hacking group named DarkSide. They decided to hack the Colonial Pipeline, which was causing a huge gas shortage. We saw a lot of consumers panic buy and even begin to fill plastic bags with gas. Colonial Pipeline, which is the United States' largest fuel pipeline, had to pay $4.4 million. So a lot of people say, why do hackers hack? Well, there you go, $4.4 million. So what can we do as individuals to try and prevent these cyber attacks from happening to us and companies we work for? Always make sure that we have the latest software updates in all our devices, like your laptops and mobile devices, like tablets and phones, up to date. The IT at your job should make sure servers are always up to date. Second is using a firewall. While they can be pricey, a firewall is great protection from hackers. It filters the incoming and outgoing traffic from your device to safeguard your network, and they can either be software applications or hardware reinforcements. Secondly, I would recommend a company like FortiGate. Something we all use every day is a Wi-Fi network. Make sure that your home network is protected and you have control on what it is being connected to it. So change your password on your modem to something secure and different than the original password it came with. Also, always make sure to give out your password to people you trust. Don't just be handing it out like it's nothing. If you have smart devices at home like a Ring doorbell or Amazon Alexa, make sure that the settings are correct and they're not set to sharing your network with neighbors automatically, as sometimes companies use those devices to expand the network across neighborhoods, which you can see that it's something good, but then again, they're putting your confidential data at risk. Finally, passwords. They are the easiest way a hacker can access your information. Always make sure to not use the same login password for every single website. And make sure it's somewhat complicated. You won't believe how many password changes I've had to done just to make sure they're not using something simple like password 123. Make it a little complicated for hackers. Make them work a little. Make sure to always write them down and keep them somewhere safe, like a notebook in your drawer or your room, so you won't forget them. One final quick tip that I always give out to people is to always make sure to back up your data. You can do that to a USB drive or an external hard drive. If worst case scenario comes and you're hacked, you don't want to lose those important files like that super important Excel budgeting sheet that you have and worked so hard for, or those important pictures that you cherish so much. You don't want to lose those. Learn to back up your data. Try to do it like every 3 months or so. Believe me, you don't want to lose those baby pictures of your son or daughter forever. A plethora of cyber attacks is indeed a challenge for organizations and IT individuals like myself. With several networks and servers to ensure complete security, this is not an easy task, and why I wanted to share this cyber attack presentation with everyone. Please be cautious when browsing the web, because even though it is a magical place, it can be just as dangerous. Thank you for listening, everyone.